Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to manifest in 30 days. And guys, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out and helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. I am also selling these cute little notebooks on my Etsy store, so I will link them down below if you want to check them out. And I also want to do a little comment of the week before we start, because you guys have been so nice and kind in the comment section, and I just want to bring attention to that and to thank you guys for just being such an awesome community. Okay, so let's get into the video. I feel like the first step is actually going to be the most important step, and that is to make a vision board. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical vision board, but even if you want to just like sit down and journal and write out specifically what it is that you want to manifest into your life, I feel like this is just the most important stuff, because if you're not clear with yourself and you're not clear with the universe about what you want, it's going to be very hard for you to get there. You have like a very uncertain goal, like making more money, but you don't like know exactly how much money you want to make, then you're like walking down the street and you see like $1 on the sidewalk and you pick it up. That's technically more money. Like, you technically manifested more money, but is it really what you're looking for? So I think it's very important to sit down and like write out exactly what it is that you want, or put it on a vision board, and to be really specific with it. Like if it's money, then you want to put the actual amount that you want to make, like per month, per year, or whatever. Maybe it's the amount that you want to see in your savings account. Whatever it is, be really like exact and precise with it. And then if it's something else, if it's like you want to manifest a relationship, again, be really specific about it. Like if you want a romantic relationship, then you want to say that. You want to list out all of the things that you want in this relationship as well. And I feel like a vision board is so important, because really you want to be looking at it every single day, like before you go to bed, and then really getting into the feelings of what it would be like to have all of these things, like once they actually manifest. Because I think that repetition, not only the repetition of like seeing it every single night before you go to sleep and kind of ingraining it into your mind, but also the repetition of like living in the feelings and all of the feelings that you would have once all of these things manifest. That's really the secret, is getting yourself to feel good and feel happy and excited. Any emotion that you're going to feel when you have these things, because that's really what's going to get you everything that you want. And this is so important, because once you have a goal and once you have your visions and you can visualize and live in like the feelings of having it, then your brain will actually start to find ways to help you get there. When you have a specific goal in mind, your brain will actually start to look for like possible connections or possible ways to get you there. But if you don't have anything specific in your mind, then it's going to be very hard for you to get there, because you're kind of just wandering around. There's no like direction to where you're going. And number 2 is to be open. Sometimes when we have specific visions and specific things that we want to manifest, we can have very like certain ideas of how exactly that's going to happen. Sometimes we kind of become obsessed with like when and how it's going to happen, and we kind of think that this is exactly what's going to happen to get us there. But sometimes that's not the case, and sometimes that's not the way that it works. So it's really important to be open and receptive to new things and new possibilities, especially if it's, you know, things that you feel like you've never even done before. Like for example, if you want to manifest a relationship, but you have like an exact idea of how you're going to get into a relationship, maybe you're like, oh, I'm going to start like online dating, and that's exactly how I'm going to meet my person. Then you're just so focused on that you're like kind of closed off to other opportunities. And then maybe one day your friend or your cousin is like, let's go to the farmer's market or something like that. And you're just like, no, I'm just gonna stay home. I'm gonna like go on my dating apps and like find my person. But what if when you go out with this person, with your friend or whatever, what if maybe you meet someone that you actually really connect with? And if you were to say no to that opportunity, then you would have like kind of missed out on that. So it's just really important to be open and receptive to like new possibilities and like new adventures and new activities, and to kind of say yes to these things, especially if they push you outside of your comfort zone. Because there's this saying that your life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So if you're trying to make a change in your life, if you want to like grow, if you want to expand your life, I feel like it's important to be open and receptive and like accepting of new things and new possibilities. And number 3 is to live in the end moment. So if you want to manifest certain things and you don't already currently have them, you kind of have to ignore that and live in the moments of you already having it. And you kind of have to embody the person who already has what you want. Because you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So it's as counterintuitive as it is, you don't want to be like, I want this, I want this, I want this. Because that can actually put you in a state of lack, in a state of I don't already have these things and that's why I'm like desperate for them and I want them. Instead, you want to take yourself out of that and put yourself in the end point where you already have all the things that you want. And that's going to put you in the state of feeling gratitude, feeling happy, excited, basically all the feelings that you would have. You have to embody that. Embody all the feelings that you would have once you have all the things you want, and then you're going to get all the things that you want. And that's why it's so important to channel the person who has what you want, because then you're going to take actions of that person, the person who has what you want. And then everything that you want has no choice but to come to you. And the last thing I want to talk about is to remember that challenges and obstacles and bumps in the road are actually signs that your manifestation is close. They're not signs that your manifestation isn't coming. They're actually signs that your manifestation is close. Whenever you get close to changing your life or manifesting big things, there's always going to be things that will kind of go wrong. And there are going to be things in your life that kind of almost have to break down in order for you to create this new life. It's kind of like if you want to build a new house on top of like a destroyed house, you almost have to like completely destroy it first to rebuild. And it's kind of like that. So challenges and obstacles, don't take that as a sign of negativity. Take that as like a little test or a little challenge from the universe. And it's kind of saying, are you really ready for this? And what you want to do is, again, you're going to channel the version of you that already has this, and you're going to think, okay, well, what would that person do? How would that person handle this obstacle? And it's almost like a chance for you to practice being that person, because once you are that person, once you do have all the things that you want, there's still going to be things that come up that you have to deal with, that you have to handle. So in a way, this is like kind of a test to see if you're really ready for it. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next, and I will see you next time. Bye!